Hello, thank you for joining with me in the meditation of lesson 152. Go ahead and sit with your back supported, head and neck free. Let's start with the 2x breath, in for a count of 2 and out for a count of 4. And go ahead and do that 3 times. Have your eyes closed and just listen to me. After you finish the 2x breath, go ahead and move into a 3x breath for 3 or 4 times. In for a count of 3, and then exhale for a count of 6. And go ahead and inhale through your nose if you're able to, and exhale through your mouth. This lesson continues the discussion of the role of the body and world in the ego's strategy of protecting its identity, making even more explicit the connection between mind and body. The bottom line is that everything you perceive comes from the mind's decision. This thought, the power of decision is my own, is the ego's overriding fear. The fact that your mind has all power means the world in and of itself has none, because you and you alone have the power to change how you feel and think. You are no longer at the mercy of things beyond you, forces you cannot control, and thoughts that come to you against your will. The power to be happy and peaceful therefore rests not with the world but with your decision. This lesson also expresses the non-dualistic reality of heaven. You are totally misreading this course if you think there is anything real in the world or body. There is no compromise here. If you think this position is too extreme, consider, can truth have exceptions? If truth is God, who is in perfect unity, what is outside his oneness cannot be of him and therefore cannot be real. Anything we believe is real comes from the mind's wish to be right, saying, I want to exist, and the world to witness to that reality. Nothing but truth is true, and what is false is false. Let's go ahead and move into the 4x breath. In through the nose for a count of 4. Hold it at the top and then exhale for a count of 8. Go ahead and envision the inhale coming up through the base of your spine and then out the center of your head. Perhaps envision a bright, beautiful light being pulled through you. The power of decision is our own. Today we practice true humility, abandoning the false pretense by which the ego seeks to prove it arrogant. Only the ego can be arrogant, but truth is humble in acknowledging its mightiness, its changelessness, and its eternal wholeness, all encompassing God's perfect gift to his beloved Son. Let us lay aside the arrogance which says that we are sinners, guilty, and afraid, ashamed of what we are, and lift our hearts in true humility instead to him who has created us immaculate like himself in power and in love. Now do we join in glad acknowledgement that lies are false and only truth is true. The power of decision is my own. This day I will accept myself as what my Father's will created me to be. Let us wait in silence, giving up all self-deceptions, as we humbly ask ourselves that he reveal himself to us. And he who never left will come again into our awareness, grateful to restore his home to God, as it was meant to be. The power of decision is my own. This day I will accept myself as what my Father's will created me to be. In patience, wait for Him throughout the day, and hourly invite Him with the words with which the day began, concluding it with this same invitation to yourself. God's voice will answer, for He speaks for you and for your Father. He will substitute the peace of God for all your frantic thoughts, the truth of God for self-deceptions, and God's Son for your illusions of yourself. The only way that we can have God's peace and truth and remember who we are as His Son is to bring to our teacher the frantic thoughts, self-deceptions, and illusions that we have about ourselves and others. We decide at last to see the reflection of heaven's oneness, the truth of God in everyone we see. We thus find true happiness by bringing the darkness of our illusions to the light of truth in our minds. We have regained the power to choose, and now we decide for God's one Son as we embrace Him in all we meet, without exception. The power of decision is my own. I love you. Thank you so much for joining with me. Have a beautiful day.